All right, you guys, I wanted to make sure to include a how to read the genetic code quick tutorial for the third part of your guided notes for the transcription and translation learning tool. All right, in the description, it says that you're going to be looking at the messenger RNA code. And again, that's going to be the codons come in sets of 3. And this is, again, the messenger RNA. And the way that you're going to use this is you're going to look at A, U, G, and you always start in the center of this chart and you work your way out towards the actual amino acid. So A, and then the second one is U, and then we look for where G is. And AUG codes for the amino acid methionine. Now, something that you learned in one of the other videos that you watched is that the AUG is the start code for all proteins. So regardless of what organism it is, regardless of what type of protein is being made, AUG will always be the start codon so far as we understand. Now, what's really cool about that is every protein then that exists starts with the amino acid methionine. All right, let's try just a couple more of these. CAU, what will that code for? So again, starting in the center, find C, then go to A, and then find U, and you have histidine. One more, GUC. GUC codes for valine or valine. One of the things I want you guys to notice about this particular amino acid is there are actually 4 different codes that can code for this one amino acid. Later on, when we learn about mutations and we talk about like the impact of mutations, the fact that there's some flexibility in the genetic code that, you know, some of these amino acids like valine, glycine, alanine, leucine, arginine, I mean, there's several of them where there's actually 4 codes that will code for the same amino acid. That allows there to be some flexibility in the genetic code, and if a mistake is made, oftentimes in that third position in the codon, oftentimes the proteins that are being created are not impacted at all, and so mutations can be what we call, basically they're not going to harm the organism. We'll talk more about mutations at a later time. To be quite honest, you guys, it's like 12:30 in the morning, so like close to 1 a.m. and my brain is a little tired right now, so I'm gonna just try to finish up this video and get this published and then head to bed. All right, we'll talk about mutations more in the future when my brain's a little bit clearer. Okay, so there's another part to that assignment. I just wanted to make sure that you are clear as to what you guys are doing for that. And it looks like this. So we are taking a DNA code and you are going to be transcribing it into a messenger RNA code and then looking at the anticodon that would be created by the tRNA just to kind of, again, have some appreciation for that. But then determine the amino acids. And again, amino acids are always determined by the code in the messenger RNA and not looking at what the tRNA is saying. So that's the way that this particular codon chart works. Okay, so just a few things since I haven't had a chance to see you guys in quite some time. A few reminders. When you're transcribing the messenger RNA, please remember that any place where you would normally write a T, you would actually just replace that with U for uracil because T's don't exist in messenger RNA. So T's match with A's, A's match with T's, but we're going to replace that with a U. C's pair up with the G. So it would go G, G, C. Again, A's would normally pair up with T's. You can tell I'm tired. And then A and C. And then this would be A, and then A, U, C. So that's what you'll be doing, hopefully on a much higher functioning brain than I am currently playing around with right now. So that's what you're going to do for the messenger RNA. For the transfer RNA, then you're going to write out what the anticodon would be, and I'm going to just do a couple of those. So again, A's would have to be matching up with U's, U's match up with A's, G's match up with C's. So now we have UAC. Do not use T's. Anytime you see RNAs, do not use T's. All right, so this would be C, C, G, and we'll just do one more. That should be A, U, G. All right. The last part of this we've already covered. So for the last part of this, I just want to remind you that you will be using the message here, not the transfer RNA message. So you're going to use the AUG. And again, we should know that the AUG is going to be that MET or start codon. GC, again, we go G, G, and then C, which would be glycine. You could just write in here, just write in the GLY. So just finish that out. Again, it's just some additional practice going from DNA to messenger RNA, looking at the anticodon for transfer RNA, and then determining what amino acid is being translated in the messenger RNA. So a couple of things to get your brain working and kind of keep on learning as we are ending our school year. I hope that helps. Good luck. Again, feel free to email me questions if things are still a little bit murky after.